What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and today I'm going to do a special early morning live show. This is upon request from someone who's located in the Philippines, wanting me to do more True Bones comparison videos. And why do we do True Bones comparison videos? Well, it's basically like this. Joseph Earl McPeak, owner of True Bones Motions, claims that he's not a crook, a phony, or a thief. Now, we all know that Joe's all of the above, but he keeps trying to propagate the lie. The biggest lie is that that he is that his animations aren't. Oh my God! Hold on, folks. Okay, where was I? So here's here's the thing, folks, and I'm trying to make this video short as I can because I have errands that I have to run today, and I can't do nothing until about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I have some time, but I don't won't have enough time to go through all Joe's stolen crap. But we do know, based on Joe's history, what he's not supposed to have and not supposed to be selling. One of the things that Joe's not supposed to have and not supposed to be selling. Hold up. Let me change this from this to. Let me see, where is it? I think it's this one. There we go. Let's go. Let's use this logo real quick as I talk before we get into the other stuff that I'm going to be doing this morning. So we know for a fact that Joseph Earl McPeak of True Bones Motions, aka Heart to Heart Counseling, aka Old as Dirt Antiques, aka any fictitious company that Joe and his mom or his family can make up to try to steal from other people. We know that he's not supposed to be taking motions and packaging them up and reselling them like he's doing right now, because the whole thing about fraud is that you're not supposed to sell people stuff without disclosing fully that what you're selling them is authentic content from authentic content that you have made that does not belong to nobody else. That means you are the sole creator of this content, or whatever you want to call it, that you're buying from me, and I'm the one who owns the patent, copyrights, and all that other stuff. Joe doesn't believe in patents and copyrights. Joe just believes in, if it's there, he can steal it. And the thing about it is that he can do this all day, every day, because he does nothing but sit in his mom's garage, plotting and thinking like a crook. So, the case in point, that recently Joe had posted some stuff from back in the day, when in his earlier days, I think around maybe somewhere between 2012 and 2013, maybe I think it's really into 2013, a little bit before Joe got busted on the Unity block for selling stolen stuff from Mixamo. So what happened is that and this was before Mixamo went free. Joe somehow went to Mixamo, and I do believe he was downloading all of the. He just went there and downloaded all the free models. Now, he went there, and I think Joe may have bought. I think they had subscriptions at the time at Mixamo, so I think Joe had bought a subscription to Mixamo and downloaded everything they basically had. And once he did that, he went over to Unity to sell the stolen content through in his Unity. It was called the Unity Octobones set. It was a pack of motions stolen from various places that he put in there, saying True Bones is giving you this big deal. We're going to sell this stuff for like that. He sold the stuff for like $400. A bunch of people, a bunch of those folks over there at Unity, and especially the forum board, saw it, bought it, and found out that the animations were like subpar. They had glitches in them. They had no animation tree. They weren't listed properly, and people start to sniff out this pack and say, you know what, something's wrong with these animations. I've seen them before. So then some people started investigating. Upon further investigation, they found out that the stuff was ripped out of games. They say, hey, this is the stuff from this game. This is the stuff from this game. When it came out to be, somebody did an analysis on the whole pack of animations, and they went through and found out that the animations came from a majority of the sources. And one of the biggest sources, because he said he's getting you thousands and thousands of these animations for this amount of money. And people are like, how do you make all these animations? So he propagated another lie there, saying that he made all these animations using a Xbox Connect and iPi soft. iPi himself says some of the animations that he made couldn't possibly be made with our software or Connect at the time. And they said, and then Joe started propagating another lie, saying that with his new technology that's copyrighted and patented by True Bones, which is basically iPi, and he took two sensors and hooked them up, and was walking around saying, look, you can do motion capture and capture 360 degrees, and then he walked out and did a little twirl in the middle of his living room kitchen. And then the people over there at iPi said, no, he's he's obviously lying about the capabilities of our software. No, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah blah blah. And it was a whole back and forth with Joe. But we'll talk about another video where we talk about Joe getting busted for cheating in the iPod contest. We will talk about that. And but the whole thing about it is that Joe was lying to people about how he made the motions to add the credibility to his lie, and it did work for a while until, like I said, people started buying the packs, and then found out that the stuff was stolen. And think about a game developer, you can't use other people's content in your games. Now what Joe does is Joe searches out, and he most of his victims are people in the game development, because there's a lot of indie people out there looking for cheap mocap for their games, especially doing 3D games. Most of them, they can't afford the high-end motion capture studios or motion capture hardware software. So what they do is they go to Unity and they buy it cheaper for some publisher to make the stuff, right? Make the stuff, buy it, get what they need. But when you got somebody, but most of these publishers, they'll make something. They'll make an anim pack, and the anim pack will have anywhere from 30 to 100, maybe sometimes 200 animations in a pack. And they get pretty pricey. They get pretty pricey. Even sometimes like a 30 pack of animations that run you like $65, $75. And if you got multiple characters, need multiple animations and different type of animations, yeah, the dollars are gonna start to add up. So what Joey did, Joseph Earl McPeak of True Bones Motions did, the fake merchant, but he should be known as a fake merchant, and that's what we're going to call him for the remainder of this video, is a fake merchant. So what the fake merchant Joseph Earl McPeak did is that he went and raided Carnegie Mellon University. He raided Carnegie Mellon University, which is like 2,500 free motions anybody can use. He took the motions, and at the time, I think he was working out. So well, we'll talk about the garage games aspect of it, because I'm not too clear on how that worked out. But somehow he finagled his way over there into garage games and called himself working with them. But what Joe did was he had made these packs of animations with basically free content or copyrighted content or ripped game assets, and packaged them up and put it over in Unity and sold it to people. People bought it and was like, oh wow, what a deal. So a couple threads later, people were starting to sniff it out. It's like, hey, you know what? I got this stuff from True Bones, and it's most of the stuff I can't use. And then he said, and then some of the stuff looks familiar. Then somebody else said, yeah, I think some of the stuff comes from Carnegie Mellon. Somebody else said this comes from Mixamo. Then somebody else said this came out the Call of Duty game. Then some people said, hey, you know what? Ain't this some stuff from out of iClone? So it started. People started talking, and then somebody finally did an analysis on all of Joe's motions, and they found out that I think like 95% of everything that he had in his packs were stolen, ripped game content, and content that you can freely find on your own on the internet, and you didn't have to pay this guy a lick of money, not a dime. Then they said the so-called videos of him doing stuff for this pack, the motions were not in the pack. So then they did. Then what happened is somebody from Ravensoft came in and said that Joseph Earl McPeak's zombie motion packs came from this game. Oh man, let me try to remember the game that it came from. But it came from a Ravensoft game, and Ravensoft said, "Do not buy this stuff. It's our content." And Joseph Earl McPeak is True Bones is not supposed to sell or distribute or content from a game. And then what's his name? Stefano Carrazza, owner of Mixamo, came in, and he said also the True Bones is not authorized to resell. Hi, John Cat. Is not authorized to resell the content from our Mixamo store. And they found out that that stuff Joe was selling was chock full of the downloaded content from the Mixamo website. So what happened is Joe came in and started assaulting people, saying, "Oh no, it's our stuff. We made it." And then Joe said the zombie pack that he was so proudly. I mean, we went through Joe's zombie pack and we found out it was from the Ravensoft game. I can't remember what the Ravensoft game is for the heck of me, but it's been the talk, the talk of all talks as a recent, and every time we talk about Joe's stuff, we also let people know that everything he sells in his packs is stolen crap. All right, there, Polywick. Everything he sells is stolen garbage. You know, can you make more comparison videos? I love them. Yeah, I could definitely do some comparison videos now. All I gotta do is open up Motion Builder, which is Joe's software of choice, and actually pull in content from Mixamo, and actually show you that this guy named Kimmel Topol was the one. Kimmel Topol was the guy that Joe used to convert all this stuff from BBH, FBX format, or whatever he gave him, into iClone format. And that's how Joe made a lot of his money, by using these guys and tricking these guys, saying, "Hey, I need somebody to help me work on my video games and stuff." So what he did is he went to Kimmel Topol and a whole bunch of these other guys. Joe claimed he wanted to work for me. He was a legitimate company and he was international. And then they found out that Joe was a con artist living in his mom's garage. You know, and when they did, you know, Joe went after these people, called them pirates and all this other stuff. But that's funny. He should call so many people pirates because you gave them stuff to pirate it. And you took that stuff back to your store and sold it. You know, so with Joe being busted and all, and here's another part of that story. Like right after Joe got busted over there at Unity, he waited till like about 2015, the end of 2014, 2015, and then he took his act over there to Sketchfab, and he started load down. He basically, after he got embarrassed over there at Unity and exposed over there by Unity, What Joe did, he opened up an all-out war on Mixamo because everybody knows around 2015, 2016, somewhere between there, Mixamo went free. You can go there with an account, download all the content you want to from Mixamo, and you can use it in your projects and stuff, but you can't resell the stuff. You know, it's in their ULIs, in their terms of service. So Joe went over there and downloaded Mixamo's whole library. Every animation over there in Mixamo, Joe has downloaded, and he has decided to take it and put it in his packs of garbagey animation. So let's go and talk about that for a minute, shall we? Let's talk about the man who claims he's not a crook, a thief, a crook, a thief, and a con man. And so let's go over here to let's find this, and let's go over here. So let's go over here to and we're gonna pick out one of his packs. I do have. I mean, I had these packs for years now, and I did a comparison video of this of what I'm about to show you, and I did this comparison video about 2 years ago, about two going on 2 years now, and I did it on another channel. Joe went to that channel and he took that channel down because most of the videos on that channel exposed him. So what Joe did is Joe went to that channel and he had got that channel. I'm talking about One Gun Studio 2 channel. Joe went and downloaded every video off that channel, and now he has those videos, and he ups those videos on his other channel every once in a while. Now how do I know? I mean, what happened? This is what happened. Joe got rid of the channel, downloaded all the videos, and he re-upped those same videos up to his channel as trophies, right? That's what he did. About 2 months ago, more than 2 months ago, I got in contact with a lawyer, and I actually showed my lawyer the videos he stole off my channel. I showed him that he used the YouTube reporting tool as a way to get rid of my other channel, so he could. And then after he did that, he went and took videos off that channel and uploaded on this channel. Now he has removed those videos from that channel, and I don't know why he did it, you know. But I was working with my lawyer. The lawyer they've seen the videos and stuff, so it doesn't matter. We have proof that this stuff was on there. We have proof that also he didn't remove the videos. He just got them set to private. So when he gets really angry, really mad, or when his life is really, his life is already horrible, he will put it up in a way to harass and stalk me. And we'll get to my harassment and stalking of True Bones in another video. Let's see. I thought I was going live. Hold on. Am I live? I should be live. Yeah, I am live. All right. I got 2 live streaming channels up. Okay, so let's take a trip to Mixamo. All right, so we have Mixamo. I'm going to log in here. All right. Alright, so this is Mixamo, and this is their free content that they give out. I'm just going to shut this down right here, and I'm gonna bring this up. Alright, so this is Mixamo right here, and the thing about Mixamo is that you can come here and download. They have a lot of animations, a lot of them, and you can use these animations for free. They're free. Now, what does free mean? Free means to use them in your projects or commercial projects. You know, not to be sold as commercially retail. All right, there is no such thing as a commercial retail project. No, you make projects before they go retail. They're not actively projects as they are retail. All right, get what I'm saying? So, in order to use this content, it has to be embedded into something like, i.e., a game, a movie, a picture, or something like that. That way, the third party that will get this content Creative Cloud access. No, I don't. I don't think you need Creative Cloud to access. You just come here and just sign up for it and get it. What was I saying? Yeah. So, what you would do is you would come here, get the content, and they let you use it as long as you embed it into your project. And what they mean by, if you make a movie, a picture, or something like that, and a third party doesn't have access to it, well, then you're free to use it. They don't want people from third parties or other people they don't want other people to buy this stuff from them. They don't want people to buy the stuff from them. They want people to actually come here and use their content, which goes with their views. I think they're gonna stop. I think let's discontinue views. I'm not sure. They're gonna replace views with something else. But they had views, and you would actually make your character infused and come here and buy motions to put on the fuse, and then do stuff like taking the Photoshop, pose your character up, or take those fused characters and the animations into a game, like a game creation tool like Unity or what's the other Unreal, or take it into Unreal and make games and stuff with their content. Or some people like me, I just use their content to make animations. That's what they mean, is to use their content in a creative, productive way, not to use it and as a way to make a buck. You'll be making money with their content because it's royalty free, but they don't want you to take the stuff and resell it to somebody because they're giving it away for free here. But some idiot decides that he wants to take the stuff, package it up, and sell it with the rest of his counterfeit goods. They don't want people to do that, and it's against their terms of service, and it's against the law. So Joe comes here and he downloads the whole catalog. All right. And then Joe comes up with these brand new motions that he made up. Now, this is the what this is. I don't know what the freak this thing is. It's Excel. It's Excel spreadsheet. All right, I got the name of it. It's an Excel spreadsheet, and in this Excel spreadsheet, it's a list of every animation that Joe has stolen from here. Now, all these animations are the same exact naming as the motions on the Mixmo website. See, he's so clever a crook. I was hoping I was selling them with the bridge I'm selling. I don't think you can do that. you can't sell the stuff now. You can make the model, and you can make the model and show people how to make the model using the fuse, using fuse and stuff like that. And maybe you can make some textures, and you can make some textures. You can probably trade the textures and get the textures and stuff away, but you have to make the textures. It can't be the original textures for your character for fuse, but you can't sell or give away the stuff. That's just against their terms of service. But as you can see, let's go over here and look up booty hip hop. Copy. I think it's in here somewhere. Maybe about this. And this. Let me see if it's in. Let's do another search. There it is. So here is the booty hip hop dance that's in the True Bones collection here. So if we go and open up Joe's folder, all right, we're gonna open up Joe's folder here. But first, we're gonna download this. All right, let's download this. All right, so this is the booty hip hop dance, and we're going to take a look at it. All right, so it's a little animation here where she's slapping her butt, and then she'll take a couple of steps, and then do this little move right here: slap her butt, move a couple of steps. All right, so we know what that is. All right, so let's go ahead and go into True Bones. Now this is True Bones FM Interaction, and let me show you his commercial. Well, he doesn't make commercials for his stuff no more because he's tired of getting the videos taken down. But Joe's tired of getting his channel, the videos on his channel taken down. So let's see. What? Oh, let's go to True Bones. On Gumroad. We're gonna go over this Gumroad store. We're actually gonna come over and find the F&M animations. Now, if you want to take a look at everything over here, you will see he has videos for almost everything. But the thing about it is that in every one of these videos, he didn't make the content that that he's saying that he made. He has stolen stuff from the Atlas game. Now, this is content from Atlas Games on a Tekken model. See, that's a Tekken model right there from Bandai. And he has stolen the animations from the Atlas game. Now, where in the whole ad that he has up here that he actually made the stuff that's on this model? Where is it? It doesn't exist. He also takes other people's videos and claimed that they use True Bones or whatever. I mean, he's stolen like a whole bunch of these videos. He doesn't leave the videos on the prospective artist channel. He steals them and then put them on his YouTube channel. And then he doesn't tell people where he gets the videos from. So people are thinking that he has a studio where he's making this stuff and it's just a farce. But let's get down to the to where he let's find the F&M animations that he claims came from him. Now we scroll down. Scroll down. Here it is. Here it is. This is the pack animation that he has for sale for $49. And you can just look at the little graphic here, and you can like you can see that everything in this folder right here is right here in my folder I have here. So it's the exact same thing. I have in my folder. You can look at this little picture that from his website, and you can tell that here it is. I mean, make this a little bit bigger for you all to see it. As you can see, it's the FM interaction bipeds, BBH DAS, what's this interaction, something else, and so on and so on and so on. Every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 folders. These are the same folders. Let's see. You have the Excel file here for the female, and then you got the 2 FBX files here, and then you have another Excel file here. So this is what I'm about to show you. Why I keep on telling you that this guy's a crook and a con man, because he went over here to Mixamo, stole their content, all right, stole their content, and is selling it over there on his Gumroad store, and he keeps perpetrating a lie, all right. He keeps on telling the lie that, you know, this is his stuff that he made with a Connect, and we'll talk about his Connect if I got enough time. It's 8:16 now, so I may have time to get back to his fakery, saying that he made everything with a Connect. We're going to get into that. I dare you to dance like that. I dare myself to dance like that too. So what he does is he has a whole FBX file here with all the female animations on it. With all the animations that he has in his pack, it's on here. It's on this one. It's on this one FBX file. So here we go. So here's the booty hip dance, folks. Here it is right here. And I'm gonna hit play. Don't that look familiar? Don't that look truly familiar, folks? I mean, this is from True Bones Motions, the fake animation studio ran by the fake merchant known as Joseph Earl McPeak. So we went over here and we typed in booty hip hop, and this is the animation we got. So let's go ahead and pull this animation into here. Let's pull it in here. Let's see what happens. FBX merge. Let's go all takes. All right. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go over here and just hit Control A, and I'm going to click on this hip right here. I'm going to come over here and let's see. I need to come over here. See, oh, one character, and then hit. Oh, I need to come over and do this. I need to come over to definition, and why does it only have one character over here? It should be two characters. Hold up. I don't know, folks. It's showing me two different things. Let's see. Alright, I don't know which one this is, but I'm just gonna go down here and just go to story mode and add a insert camera animation track, and I'm just gonna add whatever character that is. I'm gonna put the animation in here. So let's go insert current take. Now if it's just a, yeah, it's just a T-pose. Alright, so let me hit delete, and this is weird. Alright, let's go to file, new, don't save. Alright, so I'm just going to pull this in separate and then add the other one later. So let's go with all takes. Alright, and let's go to Mixamo. Skeleton, define, and just going to put this on there. Template. Let's go beta rig. Hit that. Shut that up. Hit biped. All right. I'm trying to figure out. Why is it acting so weird? You don't want to characterize it. Huh. Maybe I need to download this again because it's like the animation didn't come in. Let's do this again. Let's download this again. It's the first time I had this type of problem with this. Oh, I see. You see that? It downloaded the Xbox FBX. So the animation. The animation didn't come on. I just got the model. All right, so that was the problem. I didn't look at what I was doing. So here we go. Let's put this over here. Let's go all takes. So I should have take one animation. So there it is, folks. There it is. There's the animation. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and put this back on take one. Highlight this. Hit skeleton. Hit define. And click this. 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 What time is it? 8:20. Okay. This, and we're gonna clap. We're gonna snap this and hit biped. And now our character's characterized. So it's characterized. So we can go over to this right here. That's where I never seen it go to a stance like that before. Let me see. If there's more. Nope, that's it. Oh, okay. I see what that is. All right. So if we put this in a loop, so if we just go back to it's like 147 here, and then put this in a loop, and then go back, it'll play. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, loop. Oh, hold up. There we go. Now let's go back. All the way to the beginning, and let's play this again. And it should but then it's gonna see, just gonna go to loop. There we go. So that's all I was thinking. Is this supposed to be going to loop? Supposed to be going to loop. All right, so that's why she's doing that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple things to her. I'm going to delete her, all this stuff that makes her up. All right, so all we got is just the skeleton. All right, so let's go over here and get the trolls. This is True Bones. This is from True Bones right here. Every time I do this, it always takes me more time than needed to actually set one of these up. But let's go over here to all takes. We're gonna bring in all the takes, all the animation takes in. Okay, because Joe's using an old format. I'm going over here and hit insert character animation track, and come over here, and I'm going to put in our first character here, and I'm going to insert character take. Hold up, did I put the right character? No, I didn't. I put the wrong thing in. I got to find the Mixamo. Here it is, Mixamo.com. Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. And character. There we go. Look at that. It's not. It decided it's not going to work. Oh, there we go. It's working now. It's where I forgot to turn it off. All right. Sorry, folks. I hate it when I do these. All right. So let's go insert this current take. All right. So now we have her animation going, and now we're going to turn this on, and now it should run without stopping. And we're also going to take this animation here, and we're going to move it side by side. All right, we're going to move it. We're going to take that animation and move it side by side. I'm sorry, folks. I'm losing my my brain this morning when it comes to doing this correctly. So what was this? What was this motion called again? It was called booty hip dance. All right, here we go. Here we go with the booty hip dance, folks. Now, the one in yellow here, the skeleton in yellow, that's True Bones. And this over here in the white, that's Mixamo. And let me ask you, do you think Joe did these animations? Do you think he did these animations in front of his Kinect? Do you think he did that in front of Kinect, folks? I mean, look at it. Now, he says that he does all this stuff on a Kinect. All this is he walking the exact animation, and we could actually go into the joint rotations and joint rotation translations of the actual joints themselves and match them up. It is no way you could exactly copy the same rotations and joint rotations and translations from one piece of mocap to the other, especially if it's two different supposedly actors. So he's claiming that you can even look at the skeleton. The skeleton is exactly the same. I can actually take this and move this right over to here, and it's the exact same motion, folks. Exact same motion that he prides himself. I mean, he prides himself on being a wannabe clever thief, but he's not. He stole this content from Mixamo, and he has it all packaged up in this stuff that he's selling right here. He's selling this stuff and then makes videos talking about me being a criminal and my family is doing this and then all this other stuff, and he sits back and he actually steals other people's content and sells it. And then have the audacity to have a store where he's obviously selling stuff that don't belong to him. And Gumroad permits him to do this stuff. But Gumroad knows that he doesn't own this stuff. Gumroad knows he doesn't own this stuff. Everything he has up here, he didn't create. He just goes out and steals it. And then he goes out and makes videos about me. And I do believe I have one of those videos, folks. I have one of those videos that he made about me, and then he takes the video down and hides it. I mean, he took the video down and hid it. Let me show you. I mean, there he is. There's the con man right there, and here he is. He's reporting my video in. And then he comes over. Does he go over to his website? Yeah. So he does people searches. Try to do people searches on me. Alvin Sterling, live stream. And then after that he tries to find people with my last name. You know, he got Sterling's, Alvin. Then then these purple searches here are basically him looking for me as a female in her 40s. These are searches that he has made on me, you know, and he does this because he doesn't want people to know that I know that he's a thief, and he's willing to sell you stolen stuff or stuff he doesn't have the rights to you for $1. So if you get this stuff and it's not working or whatever, or it's glitching out or whatever, he's gonna give you the same treatment he's giving me right now, and that is to do this to you. I mean, he lies. I mean, that's all he does is lie. But the main thing what he does is that he goes over here, like he comes over here and he searches for people with my last name. I don't know this person. I don't know this person, but he searches for these people last names. He puts their information up here. He tells you where you can find their information, and he claims it's public. It's all public. But these people search engines say you cannot use the stuff you find here on our search engine for the things that he's doing. So that's what he does. I mean, that's what he does. He hides himself. See, I've done such a great job of forcing the name Joe McPeak off of Facebook and other places. He has to hide and come back as other different people so he can come back and stalk me. So here it is. DQ Snurling, I don't know who that is. Gail Snurling, I don't know who that is. Linda Snurling, I don't know who he is, but I don't know who Linda is. I don't know who this Jamie Snurling is. I don't know who these people are. This is a guy. You know, there is no Jamie Snurling in my family currently right now. None. There is none. But here he is right here. Now this was really awful because this girl had got disfigured, and this idiot decides to come here and starts to make fun of this poor girl just because she has my last name. You know, and Joe is on. He's back on Facebook as this character named Sam Smith, and that's who he is. I mean, that's who he's been going around as, Sam Smith. And the thing about it is, I found out that he was going around as Sam Smith as as one day I caught him. I mean, I caught him actually using the name Sam Smith, and he tried to friend me quite a few times as Sam Smith. And I finally figured out it was Joe. And I tried to block him off everything. I tried to tell everybody about him. If you're disfigured, remember karma. Yeah, so he comes after this little girl, and the little girl is disfigured. And he starts his crap. I think this is what she looked like before she got disfigured. I think she was in an accident or something. I'm not sure what happened to her. But I feel sorry for anybody with my last name, because this is what this white man is going to do. Now, he's a bigot and he's a racist. And we have proof of that. We have videos that he said racist, bigoted stuff. And he tries to, he'll make the video, put it up there, and he will hide it. And he will hide it after he makes it. He's going to make some today, and he's going to hide them after he makes them. And then he gets on here and says, "Oh, I triggered him." No, Joe, I'm not triggered. Every time you make a video, do something like this, I don't go back with the same rhetoric you use towards me by just lying. I actually come up with the facts of the things you've done, of why you shouldn't be on YouTube, why this man shouldn't be on YouTube. And I think that's a new series of videos that I'm going to start making, is why this man shouldn't be on YouTube. Because people watch Joe's videos and they record them when I'm not around. And Joe knows I'm not at home at a certain time of day. So he gets on and he makes those videos that time of day when he knows I have no access to my computer to record them. But there are other people out here who actually see the videos and record them, and they send them to me so I can review them and send them off to my lawyer. And what my lawyer is doing, they're talking to YouTube about getting rid of his channels, not channel, channels. Because what he will do is he will run a dual stream to his other smut channel, his slander channel, and then he will run the stream to his slander channel and to his channel that he's trying to trying to redo after I took down his first one. But he's trying to actively he will actively show the video, do the video live, get rid of the video, and then leave it up on his other smut channel. So he wants to be like, oh well, I'm not doing this on my channel. Well, he does. And I'm telling you all, if you do record his videos, make sure you do a snapshot of his True Bones channel. Make sure the URL and everything is there. And then also send me the video with it. Because that's what they need. That's the proof they need that he's doing this on his channel. And if you count up all the videos that he's done on his channel like that, you will see why he does not belong on YouTube, because all he does is go after people I know, or people he assumes that I know. He went after the Genesis Omega, who is the voice of my character in my film, and he constantly goes after her. He constantly goes and he's probably constantly calling. He keeps on trying to interfere in the people's lives that I know. Now, he doesn't know these people. If he didn't know me, he wouldn't know these people. But he knows these people because he goes to my Facebook. And either he goes to my Facebook or he knows somebody that's on my Facebook and he friends them. And when I post something, it shows up in their feed and he sees it. So I had to go back and reset my my Facebook to where it's private and only close people can friend me, and they, people that I know can see my stuff, but they can't, well, they won't show up on their feed or thread as well. And that's been going on for a while until I decided to stop it. I also went through my Facebook friends and I deleted a whole bunch of people off. The only people I have on are the people I really, really know. And I mean, I know, I know them personally and through the internet. So that's taken care of. And I'm talking about a couple of incidents where Joe went onto my Facebook page and started going after my family members and friends. And he does this to trigger me, but I now that I know he does it to trigger me, all I do now is just do videos after the fact to let people know who he is, what he does, and why he do it. That's the main goal of my videos from now on, is to tell you who he is, what he does, and why he does it. Now, I could tell you who he is. He's a 50-year-old man. He's a 50-year-old man who lives with he's a 51-year-old man who lives in his mom's converted garage. He's been a con artist for most of his life. He's been a con artist. For as far as back as 2007. That's as far as back I can go with actual proof that he's been on here selling stolen stuff for the longest. He pretends he has an unregistered business called True Bones Motions. It's not registered. He's never filed for taxes on this company. He's never registered this company, whether state or local. He claims the business works out of this. I'm going to show you the address where he claims that True Bones is operating on. We go to 69. Hold on. Heart to Heart Counsel, HEAR, Heart to H-E Heart T-O-U Celine. Here it is, Heart to Heart County 69 Oxbow. So do Google search on Heart to Heart County 69 Oxbow, White Lake, Michigan, and you will find it right here. And you'll find it listed in the Yellow Pages, which is a public, website that you can find any business in. And I know this because I had my business listed in Yellow Pages when I had a business a long time ago. But as you can see, this is Heart to Heart Counseling. This is the actual address that that the so-called True Bones is listed at. You know, this is the True Bones listing. And the thing about it is, since I've been reporting on this for like the last, how you doing, Gizmo Man channel? And if you have been watching my channel for years now, you will know that I found out about the fact that when I called the state of Michigan and asked the state of Michigan, is there a heart-to-heart counseling? I call the state of Michigan, I call the tax, I call the Fed, I even call the feds. I've called the Business Bureau. I've talked to everybody I possibly could that would know if there is a business located under that name, True Bones, and there's not. Now, Joseph Earl McPeak, fake merchant, had put up some business license, which is basically a vendor's license, street peddler's license. Anybody can get one of those. I can go downtown and pay $50 and get a street vendor's license. They'll allow me to sell lemonade on a corner for a day. You know, for a day. They're only good for like 24 hours or whatever. You got to renew them, you know. Certain states do it certain different ways. But the thing about it is that it's just a business license. Now, there's a difference between a business license and your federal tax ID and all the other stuff. You can have a business license, right? Everybody can have a business license. But you also need to register your business. See, a business license is basically saying, this is my business, this is my identity, blah, blah, blah. That's what it says, you know. Along with, and you also have to file a couple of other pieces of paperwork. You need to register, you need to file for a fictitious name for your business. You need that paperwork. You also need employee identification numbers. You need a whole bunch of stuff to actually start a business. This fool has none of that stuff. All he has is his mommy's business that he hides and uses her address to run his fake, silly, fraudulent scams out of. And the thing about it is, this is who he is. This is who he is. He's a con man, a crook, a phony, a charlatan, and I prove it every day. I prove it every time I come over here and take something that he claims is his. He claims is his. Sits back and does videos upon videos about me, you know, that elude the most common of common sense, just so he can try to make me look like a worse person than him. Now, if Joe tries to make you a worse person than him, people will believe him. That's what he feels. If I can make him look worse than me, well, then people are going to stop believing him and start believing me. That's how he thinks. His thing is to try to get out and slander somebody to keep you off from knowing the truth that this man is running an illegal business, selling stolen content, and using a fake phony business to do it up under. He is breaking the law in a whole bunch of different cases. One being wire fraud for taking money from you and in return, you get something that you did not know at the time of purchase was stolen from someone else or didn't belong to him, and he didn't disclose it, where the content come from. Because he said he made this, which is a total bogus lie. Second, mail fraud. Mail fraud is him using this address as an official business where people can contact him, and that's not the case. That's not the case. That is not the case. He's using his mom address, a address to a counseling service, as an address for people to contact True Bones Motions. Now, when I brought this up, and this to Joe's attention, that now we know where you are, and what you claim to be is not what you claim to be. You're pretending to be a business. Old Joe went and started taking down he has been to every place that he has ever posted, but he can't clean up the fact that these places he's been, and started taking down this address from every place he's ever posted. He has even took this address down from his website. He took the address down from his website because I busted his game. I proven that he was out here using this business to get mail, customers, because they send out because also he was using Constant Contact and a MailChimp to send out flyers with this address on it, asking for donations for a fake donation scam. He said donations for True Bones Motion. True Bones Motion is not registered to take donations. It's not. In order to ask people for that much money for donations and stuff like that, you have to be somewhat a non-for-profit. Joe is not a registered non-for-profit. Now, people can do stuff through Facebook, but they're doing it through Facebook. Joe was doing this under the assumption that his company actually existed, which is fraud, donation fraud. So they got mail fraud, wire fraud, donation fraud. So we got those three off the bat. And then let's also click in the fact that he is running a racketeering scheme, claiming to be a business, and he's not. Also, the fact that he's probably most likely not filing taxes, and that was confirmed with a phone call to somebody to the state, which I do have the video for, which I play constantly. I guess Joe didn't like what I was saying, so he took a like away. So be it. So be it. But he doesn't like what I say, and when I talk about stuff and Joe doesn't like it, he comes over here and he demonetizes the video. Yeah, it seems like he's busy demonetizing videos today, but we're not talking about demonetizing videos, nothing like that. Today we're talking about this guy who likes to do this type of stuff to innocent people. Why would you go to this person's Facebook page and do this to them just so you can get a trigger reaction out of me? Now, I'm hoping that this guy right here is her pop or her dad or whoever. Most likely these people have some type of relationship, because even she's young, so that's probably her older brother, her dad, or something. But what if this guy decided to go butt backwards crazy, Joe, and come after you? Then what? You're gonna blame me for that too? Let's just carry on with some more silliness of this grown 50-year-old man living with his mom. So Joe had another channel. His original True Bones channel, and what he tried to do in that channel is make videos trying to showcase that he makes all this motion capture and all this other stuff, blah 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 blah. And I made this one video, which was basically the downfall, and still today is his spiraling downfall of him. Getting stealing everything that's Fortnite and getting kicked from YouTube because they went after Joe and took down Joe's stuff. And then afterwards, Joe started this. Joe got his channel taken away, and then Joe came back. And what Joe did, he decided the same war that he always does. He did it with Mixamo. He did it with Autodesk. He's doing it with Sketchfab, whatever. Anytime Joe goes to war with somebody, this is what Joe claims winning a war, when you raise a war against somebody, is to go and steal their stuff and sell it. I mean, that's what he does. That's his only weapon, is to steal their stuff and sell it. So he goes over to Mixamo. Actually, he goes over to Epic, and he goes over there and he steals all the Fortnite stuff, and then he puts it up. He puts it up on his Gumroad page, and then laughs about it, made videos about it, and again, this is after his first channel got taken down by Epic. He comes back again, and he does the same thing again. And then when he comes back and does the same thing again, I go over there to Epic and let them know. And what happened is that they were sending letters to Gumroad telling Gumroad to take the stuff down. Gumroad in return tells Joe that now this is right after they paid Joe, so they know the stuff on Joe's True Bones page on Gumroad is all stolen content. All right, all the stuff is stolen, and they're making money off of it. Gumroad's making money off of it. They know all the stuff that's over there is stolen. He didn't make that stuff, but they paid Joe for all that stolen content. Right after they gave Joe his monthly payment for the stolen content, they went on to tell Joe, it's like, okay, Joseph Aaron McPeak, you probably want to take down your, now, this is what they say, you probably want to take down your Fortnite stuff for a while, because the people who actually own it started sending us takedown letters and stuff like that. And then after that, you know, Joe's ego, Joe's not a crook. He's not. Well, Joe, you may file taxes in 3 countries, but Joe can't even file taxes in this one country. So he can't even file taxes in this one country. You know, mommy's doing it for him. So what happened is that Gumroad had so Joe started the BS. He's talked to he started telling Gumroad, he's like, it's phony. It's from these people named One Gun and Sally Peck. They're the ones who are doing this. They're the ones who's making false, fake DMC takedown notices. And he propagated this lie. He still propagates this lie to this day. And he was able to lie to these people for, I would say, maybe 2 months. He was playing around. And Epic was getting tired of it. I mean, they were actually getting tired of it. What they would do, they would tell Joey, and then Joey would take the stuff down. Now, we're thinking that Gumroad was taking stuff down. No. They was patting Joe on the back, say, don't worry, Joe, about that. Just take it down for a little bit, and this all gets settled. And so Joe take it down, and then he'll take it down, and then I'll do a video about it. Say, oh, look like Epic took the stuff off of Joe's channel. Then Joe will get angry, and then Joe will pop it up. And me and Joe did this for about 3 or 4 weeks. So I say, you know what? Every time I try to make a video about this fool and this Fortnite crap, he takes it. He'll put it back up after it's been taken down. Now, Joe was taking it down originally. And then during this whole time, they were still sending DMC takedown notices to Epic. Not Epic, to Gumroad, and Gumroad's like, we don't believe, and then Epic is like, we don't believe that you guys are the lawyers for Epic, and that's because Joe made up this whole falsehood saying that the Jamie Anderson guy is a fake, he's a phony. Joe pulled up these other people who were doing the exact same thing that he was doing, and pulling up their articles saying, oh yeah, I was selling Fortnite stuff, and this fake lawyer from Epic took down my stuff. I was like, I don't think the guy's fake. I think that guy, I think you were doing something wrong and taking stuff that didn't belong to you, selling it, and they wind up taking your stuff down. I think that's what happened. You know, anytime somebody comes and takes something that you didn't make, don't complain about it, because you didn't make it. All right, you didn't make it, and if it gets taken down by somebody, well then, who's to blame but you for taking the stuff that somebody else owned? You get my drift? So Joe went and found like 3 or 4 cases of people getting their videos taken down by Epic and all this other stuff, and then these people get mad and start saying these fake lawyers, this fake, with no proof that these lawyers are fake. But Joe was using this to boost his fake narrative, saying that me and somebody else was sending these fake DMC notices out to everybody else, which wasn't the truth. Right? The truth is that these guys were actually sending Gumroad the stuff. All right, they were sending Gumroad the stuff, and Gumroad listened to Joe. The Gumroad played along with Joe, and tried to contact the people back there. Everybody know you can't just sit back and call Epic. Epic doesn't allow you to talk to them, period. Epic only allows you to email them, and it's up to them to return your email. You know, I don't know why they do that. I don't know why you can't call them and talk to them and talk to one of their lawyers and like, listen, this guy's doing this. You can't do it. You have to do it in a way to get their attention. You have to do it in a way to let them know somebody's doing it. And unfortunately, you have to do it all out in the public and get public opinion built up around what you're doing in order for Epic to do something about it, because it makes them look bad. And and they could have solved this whole thing a long time ago with just a simple phone call with somebody over there at Epic that I can actually talk to. But Epic has one number. You call that number and all you get is a robot, and that robot hangs up on you. So the people over at Gumroad tried to call the number that the lawyer left them, and it was a long, coded message. And then after the message is over with, it hangs up. So him and Joe gets to talk about like to Joe, and then Joe knows this. Joe knows this because Joe tried to call Epic so many times to get himself out of trouble and lie. It didn't work. So the guy over there, Shahil, what's his name? Shahil Lavingier, what his name is? He called, couldn't get through, and then he comes back and say, "You know what, Joe? You might be right. It might be fake. Blah blah this. And Joe's like, of course, it's like these copyright complaints are about as real as a $3 bill, a $3 bill. Well, I tell you what happened next. To Gumroad. So I started sending. Every time Joe make a video, I was contacting Gumroad saying, listen. It's obviously that this guy does not own the rights to the Fortnite stuff, nor most of the stuff that's on his True Bones on Gumroad page. You probably want to investigate and look into this yourself, because he was kicked off of Sketchfab for the same thing. So they said, so after going back with them a couple of times over there at Gumroad, it was obviously that over there at Gumroad, the Gumroad support is run by little kids running around with water guns over there. That's basically their support. There's little kids with water guns, and maybe a puppy or two. That's it. That's all you get out there support, because they did not believe me for 1 minute that the stuff that their so-called great creator Joseph Earl McPeak is a fake, a phony, or a fraudster selling Fortnite stuff. But the thing about it is that he was, and he's lying to you like a Rasputin. He's whispering stuff in your ear that's going to doom your company, just like Anastasia's family, the Romanovs. He's actually spewing crap into your ear that's going to wind up getting you guys in trouble, and it did. It got him in trouble, because what happened is Epic got tired. They got another lawyer, a lawyer that was out their company. They had their company lawyers that tried to talk this out with them first. And then they came back then they got another guy. And the thing about this guy is very special, because this guy was the guy who was responsible for suing a 14-year-old kid for messing up the game. So this guy came after Joe. But actually, he didn't come after Joe. He came after Epic. He didn't talk to Joe, had no reason to talk to Joe, and told Joe on the phone that he had no reason to talk to him. He actually sent by snail mail it was basically a cease and desist letter, letting them know if they don't take down the 175 instances of our content off their website that's illegally up there and goes against our patent and copyright, we're going to hold you responsible. And then they talked about Joe in that letter also. I have the letter. Folks. And it says that if you all don't take this down, the whole safe harbor in the Digital Millennium Copyright Act will be null and void, and you will be held responsible for I think the language is something like your contributory something to the infringement going on your website. I don't have a letter in front of me, so I don't know. But it said basically what it came down to is that they were going to sue you. They're going to hold them liable. So anytime in a letter a lawyer says you will be held liable for damages, that means they're going to sue you, and you don't have a foot to stand on. They don't have a foot to stand on. because they've been telling them for months to take the stuff down because they're supposed to do it according to the Digital Millennium Act. The Digital Millennium Act will only help you for so long. And then on top of that, they were supposed to be registered in some copyright something. So I don't know nothing about that law. I didn't really need to ask somebody about this law. I might have to ask some type of lawyer about this, about the copyright agent they were supposed to have that they didn't have. But I got like 2 minutes to try to wrap this up, folks. So all came down to it is that they took the stuff down. They took it down. They took it. They took the content down. They totally ripped it off the site. There's no more Joe hiding it and then bringing it back. No, it was permanently gone. And then Joe lost it. Joe lost his mind. And what happened next comes months later. Well, most recently, where we knew that Joe was on Facebook. We knew that he was going around as different fictitious companies on Facebook, selling and scamming people, taking their money once again. And under one such company Joe made was called Chameleon Motions. Now, Chameleon Motions is ran by this fake Facebook alt named Brandon Britton. Brandon Britton is Joe. I've proved that he was Joe. But Joe wants you to believe it's not him, but some drunk that he found on the street, and he gave his mom's cell phone to, and he called the man through Skype, and the guy got on there, and you could tell that the guy looks like he ain't been at 2 days. He looks like he ain't never been. It was more believable that the man hasn't been sober like since he came out of his mom's womb versus him being the actual person named Brandon Britton. So Joe tries to pretend this guy's Brandon Britton, so he calls him, and the guy goes, "I'm Brandon Britton, and I called the popo," and that's another thing, that Joe's latest adventure has yielded, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So what this Brandon Britton dude is, or what this Joseph Earl McPeak alt did, is went back to Gumroad and resolicited the Fortnite stuff. All right. I immediately went over to Gumroad and let them know that Joe is trying to get you guys sued again. And what happened is that they took it down. They took the stuff down. Then Joe got angry, did some slander videos about me, and then he went back and he put it back up. Joe put it back up, and it's I do believe it's still up to this day, but I don't know for how long, because I have contacted Epic and let them know about this, and I think the time to talk to Gumroad and have a open language with Joe is over with. So whatever they do, if they they might just wind up just giving them the summons to come to court. I mean, they've already warned them. And Joe thinks by using somebody else's name. But we know it's Joe. See, the thing about it is, when you go, see, Joe has stuff up there that has prices on it, right? Has prices on it. All they have to do is buy the stuff, find out who actually, because you get an invoice back, and an invoice tells you exactly what bank account that money goes to. All I have to do is find the trail to that bank account, find out where it's come, who's getting the money from the bank account. Just follow the money. See, Joe's not smart to set up some type of network where it's untraceable. He's not that smart. Joe is what you call a first-hand crook. That means everything he knows is first-handed from what he sees on TV and what he sees somebody else do. Joe never does his due diligence to see how it works, but he just sees somebody else doing it. So Joe most likely has whatever money that's coming from that Chameleon Motions probably going directly into his PayPal account. So if the PayPal account belongs to a Joseph Earl McPeak, but it's under Brandon Britton's right there, that's fraud. That's more fraud. And due to the fact that his whole Chameleon Motions is just fraud itself, also means he'll get in trouble. So you're looking at multiple counts of fraud that this man is committing right here. But he wants you to think that he's not a crook. He's not doing nothing shady. Well, Joe makes it that he's seen but not seen. He's seen by us, but not by the people he steals from. You get what I'm saying? So what more can I say? I could say a lot more about this stuff. I could say a whole lot of things about this whole stupid thing that this man is doing to himself. But I'm going to let him keep on making videos. I'm going to keep on letting him come after people that have my last name. I'm going to let him keep on doing that, because all this does is add up to the fact that why he shouldn't have a YouTube channel. And that's true. He doesn't use YouTube the same way I do or many other creators do, where we actually sit down and create stuff. We sit down and show you how we do stuff. We try to entertain you by showing you things that have some type of worth to it. He uses YouTube as a way to sell stolen content, period. Now, YouTube has done something in the last couple of months, which they've added to the reporting tool, called counterfeit. That means it's no longer about you having the rights to take down somebody's stuff. It's now mostly about you knowing that this person is selling something and has a scheme going on, and reporting it into YouTube, so YouTube can notify the people that actually own the stuff to let them know this person is doing this. Do you want us to take this down? And if you want to take it down, file this and this, which is what I've always wanted out of YouTube, which is basically stopping Joe from making new infomercials. And that's what we're wanting Joe to do. We want Joe to make more infomercials so we can take his channels down. But Joe won't. Joe hasn't made no infomercials. We want Joe to make infomercials so I can find out where the stuff comes from, so I can report the videos in. That's all I do now, just report Joe's videos. And I don't really have to make videos about Joe, but I do have to explain to you all why Joe is in the crazy state of uneasiness that he is right now. You see, he was making money off of stolen content. He was doing all this until he got too big. Until he got too big and thought he was so invincible that he could attack anybody and get away with it, that I proved him wrong. And I've been proving him wrong since day one, since he started this stupid troll war. And this all it is. It's just a troll war that I constantly keep winning against the troll. See, it's me fighting the troll. This isn't a troll on troll fight. This is me fighting my troll. And I mean, I have only one troll, and that it's Joe. Now, Joe has made many other different trolls for me to, how can I put this? He has made many other fake trolls and had other people troll me. Joe has had other people troll me. But I don't take my attentions off of them, because the main troll is Joe. He's the only one. I'm not going to stop and chase after another troll because they just happen to make another video or something about me. I don't care about them. The only people I care about is Joe. That's it. That's the only troll that I'm trying to get rid of. Now, you can't get rid of a troll. You can only control his behavior. Now, so far, I think I've done a pretty good job in controlling his behavior, because a little over getting close to 2 years now, I wasn't even able to even do a video like this, because he constantly came over to my channel and started taking down videos. And then I got wised up and I just shut my channel down, fixed my channel, and then now I'm back. He is taking down my channels. He's taking down channels of mine, but the channels will have like 5-6 viewers on it. Like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I took it down. I mean, I got one channel. That one channel in his network has hurt him more than anything else, because he can't recoup his losses. He'll never be able to recoup that channel ever again. He'll never be able to be the troll that he was, because he lost his main channel. He'll never be the troll that he was. He's just a minor troll now. He was the biggest, baddest troll, out there. But now, look at him now. People barely watch his videos. Barely watch his videos. I can go to my YouTube. I can actually show you. I'm going to show you, go to my analytics page. Now, YouTube doesn't like you showing you the analytics page, but I can show you. Now, I'm not making a lot of money on YouTube, and that's because of my troll. But My views, your channel got, I'm getting, my views are going up. 3,100 to 4,600 a month now on my channel. You know, and that's because I'm working hard every day to make videos. Make videos. I try to litigate myself to maybe one Joe video a day, but the rest of it is me just making content. That's what I do on my channel, and I don't have to sit back and worry about this fool because as you can see, folks, he can't do nothing. He has no talent. He wants to have talent. He wants to steal my talent. Like he stole many of my videos. I mean, he has stolen many of my videos and tried to put them up on his channel because he has no talent to make his own content. I can do content without talking about him, and he'll get mad and he'll still come over and try to take the video down. I remember one time I was streaming. I was just streaming, just doing some animation, and here he is on his channel live streaming, taking down my video. He has said that I have used this stuff so many times, but he can't even prove the stuff that he claims is his because it's all stolen from other places. The day Joe says that he does mocap is laughable every time he says it. Oh, he went to motion capture studio, but he doesn't show you the inside of the motion capture studio because this is mom's garage. Period. Every time you see him doing a video about him being in a mocap studio, it's basically him sitting in front of his computer in his mom's garage with a Kinect, walking back and forth for hours. And I can prove that. I can prove that's what he does. We can go. Let's see. Let's see if I got another window. I got a bunch of windows open. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's delete this one. This one. This one. Definitely get rid of this one. Let's go to his YouTube channel. And there the troll is.
And what they're not telling you is...
Came back and forth for hours.
So I always press the up button, folks. Oh.
He presses the up button right before. Now, he presses the up button like right before he puts in a fake report on the video. So that's what he does. So while he's over there crying this morning, let's just go and see. So this is what he does. This is what he does for hours. This is what he does. This is the so-called professional motion capture studio, which is basically as you can see a hat, I don't know what he got on his feet. Looks like it's just regular shoes, but he has something in his hand right here. But this is what he does. This is what he say he's packaging up and selling to you. Walking back and forth. Walking back and forth for hours. Hours. Let's see. Here's another video. There is. Oh, he's actually twirling around, but as you can see, there's nothing in these videos that anybody can use for any type of game. So here he is right here. Once again, doing something mediocre and simple. Anybody can do in their own house. Yeah, so I remember I tell you he steals other people's videos and put them on here. Yeah, that's what he did with this guy. He stole his videos too. Let's go out. So here's more videos. Like, is there anything new going on here? Nope. Anything you can use for your video game? No. It's just a guy pretending to be an animator, a mocap expert, and he's not. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. I think this is one of his videos too. Oh, well, okay, so in this video, he's saying that he made this motion capture, but if you look at this, These are all the animations from Carnegie Mellon. All these animations are from Carnegie Mellon, and he stole the stuff and he's selling it. And then you have his you have these infomercials right here. He used to have more infomercials than this, but he took some of them down. Um, let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Some more video. Some more videos of him doing something mediocre. Just mediocre stuff. Stuff you would never be able to use in a video game. Just more amateur, sub-amateur content that he basically has taken from taking just taking people's money for it. I mean, it makes no sense. I wish I could find those longer videos where he spends hours. I mean, just plain simple hours. And every video is the same. Every video is the same. He's doing the same basic movement in every video. How can you make so many videos inside your so-called mocap studio, claiming you're doing all these motions with an Xbox Connect, and everything you do in each of these videos never mix into a pack of animations that you ever made? Why? How is that? So he comes over to Autodesk, and I'm trying to remember where he got these from. Like, I actually downloaded this stuff from him before. I think it was 2012. I downloaded this pack. I still have this pack that I downloaded from him, and I did not know where he got this character from until I went to Autodesk. I went to Autodesk and I found the character on Autodesk, and I was like, I can make this character. And he's trying to sell this, but this was in a free pack. I didn't pay no money for it. But I know for a fact these motions, I think these motions came from Real Boxing. I think these some old motions that came from Real Boxing. I'm not sure, but those are old stuff. So here he is. So here he is inside of his mom's house again. I mean, mom's garage. This is mom's garage. Let's see. Connect, capture, animation, keys, and effects. So here he is again. Here he is again, pretending to be an animator. And you would probably ask Joe, so Joe, okay, Joe, where's this animation at? Is it in the pack? Yo, yeah, it's in my pack. You know, it's not. He doesn't publish none of stuff because the secret behind Joe is what people don't know. Is the biggest secret behind Joe is that this so-called iPi software that he claims to be using it's a expired license. Let's see. This is the old one that he was using, but we do know that he's using the expired license iPod, so that's why he can't export all the stuff that he has because the license is expired. Let's see. Let's see. What else can we talk about today besides that? But that's about it, folks. It's 9:15, so it's time for me to. It's time for me to go. But you know, it's just sad that this guy goes out of his way to prove that he's not a crook, and then it doesn't take that long to blow that away. It doesn't take that long to prove that he's a coward, a thief, a crook. The only people who watch Joe's videos is probably me, who archives 11080p videos. It's sad. I mean, that's the whole fact, folks. It's sad, and he goes over here like right now. He's over on his channel right now, probably getting ready to start his slander fest on me. You know, you can go right over to his channel right now, where he's live. He's live right now on his channel. Oops. I need to close that. Well, it's nothing here. This is Netflix here, folks. So Joe's going to say, "Ooh, look at Wingun has Netflix." So, but you know, Joe waits for me to see stuff like this so he can go back and tell people what it's not. So this is Netflix. This is all the stuff on Netflix that's out, And I'm going to close this so I won't make no mistakes in showing some personal information that Joe will scour him and his buddy. Gotta make sure. Okay, so here we go. So he's right here. He's still over here watching my video. And his Windows Media has stopped. It's me. His Windows Media is not working. Well, everybody, that's not Joe's house, is it? That's not Joe's house. But here you go, folks. But that's cool, Joe. But Joe, you showing all this stuff that you're telling this girl to do. But the question is, Joe, where's this stuff in your mocap packs? Where's this stuff exist? Because it doesn't. All that stuff you're claiming that you're doing with the Xbox Connect is not in none of his packs. Matter of fact, I can tell you exactly what Joe's doing here. Now, this is Joe's sleight of hand. So what Joe does is he has this girl watching a video of some motions that he stole from I think it was what's the name of that company? Hold on, folks. I'm trying to remember the name of that company. Oh, Blue Estate Games. So he went to Blue Estate Games and took one of their games and ripped the stripper motions out of it. He gives her the video and tells her to watch the video of the stripper animations and tell her to get as close as you can. You can't don't worry about getting exact. Just get as close as you can to those moves that girl is doing. So I can then use that video. He's going to then use that video and claim that he made the motions with an Xbox Connect, but in reality, the actual animations are from the Blue Estate game, and we've proven that time after time after time. That he went over to Blue Estate, he went over to Rubu, downloaded the stuff, and converted it. We know this. This is the same trick he tried to play with his Fortnite animations, and I busted him on that too. So now he's over here trying to claim that he got somebody to do these animations or whatever for him. And he got a model to do this stuff, and he clinked it up and all that other stuff. But you know what? She probably stood in front of Connect, but I doubted anything she did inside of Connect actually got outside of iPi software because Joe doesn't have a valid license for iPi. That's his sleight of hand trick that he pulls with everybody, everywhere. I made this. See, I told you I made this. No, you didn't, you fool. And you're not gonna fool us. It's not that hard to see what you tried to do, you con man. So keep talking and keep lying and keep showing people videos of stuff you didn't possibly do. And I do believe that guy looks like the Brandon Britton guy. He looks like him, but I don't know if that's him or not, but he looks like that guy. But that's all I have to say, folks. I think I'm pretty much done with I'm not gonna even go. I'm just gonna close this now. It's gotten too far out of hand. But there you go, folks. Crook, charlatan, all around nutcase, Joseph Elmy Peak, out doing what he does best, trying to prove that he's somebody that he's not. But in the process of trying to make me look worse than him, he's always the one who looks worse than what he started out as. So, all I have to say is I'll talk to you guys later. I'm getting off. This is One Gun. I'm signing off. I got stuff to do today, and I'm about to start get my stuff out the way, and then I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.